All right, ready to dive in. Today, we're looking at Goatseus Maximus.
Or Goatee,
Goatee.
as it's known, yeah, in the crypto world.
You sent us some research on this token, and honestly, the name alone, it's catchy.
It is, yeah.
It's playful.
It is.
So we're going to see if this crypto, lives up to the hype,
Yeah.
lives up to this really ambitious name.
Yeah. I mean, what's interesting is it's not just another one of these meme coins just hoping to go viral.
Right.
It's actually aiming to be a serious player in the world of decentralized finance.
DeFi.
DeFi, exactly.
So for those of us maybe who haven't really explored that world yet, what is DeFi all about?
It's like rebuilding our entire financial system, but using blockchain technology. So you're cutting out those traditional middlemen like banks and all that.
So instead of going through a bank to get a loan, I could use a DeFi platform?
Potentially, yeah.
Interesting, but I imagine there's some downsides too, right?
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Like what are some of the risks that we need to be aware of?
Well, I mean, one of the biggest things is, DeFi is largely unregulated, right? So it can be a target for scams and hacks.
Right.
So security is, super important.
Got it.
Yeah, and if you lose your private keys, you've lost your funds.
Okay, so understand the potential, but definitely understand the risks as well.
Yeah.
So back to Goatseus Maximus, or Jaki. What makes this one stand out? There are a lot of players in the DeFi space.
Right. And that's a great question. What they're really trying to do is tackle those technical challenges that are holding DeFi back, from really going mainstream.
Yeah.
They want to make these transactions faster, more secure, and easier to scale up.
So there's ambition there. It's not just about, like we said, the name.
Right.
So you sent us some research on Juki,
Yeah.
including price predictions and market analysis. So let's just start with the very basics. Where does Goody stand in the crypto market right now?
Okay, so as of right now, it's ranked 88th on CoinMarketCap.
Out of how many?
I mean, there's thousands of these cryptocurrencies out there.
Wow. Okay. So 88th is
That's pretty impressive.
pretty impressive.
Yeah.
Okay. And, it's currently trading at 0.772 cents. Market cap over $772 million.
That's right.
Circulating supply of 1 billion GOA tokens.
Right.
For someone who's brand new to crypto, what do those numbers tell us?
So that market cap of over 772 million, that shows there's significant investment. People have confidence in this and its potential.
Okay.
And then the circulating supply, 1 billion tokens, there's enough liquidity there for active trading.
Got it.
But honestly, the thing that jumps out to me is this volume to market cap ratio.
Okay.
It's currently sitting at 30.21%.
Break that down. What does that mean? What does a high ratio mean?
Well, it means there's a lot of trading activity happening, relative to the size of GOT.
Okay.
So strong interest, and
Yeah.
that can mean volatility.
Ooh, buckle up.
Yeah, it can be a bit of a wild ride.
Okay, well, I do like a roller coaster. So you also sent some charts, and charts can seem intimidating, but I know they tell a story.
Yeah.
So what's the story that the charts are telling us right now?
Okay, so think of it like you're looking at a map of goat's price history. Okay. That's kind of what a chart does. And this 4-hour Goat USDT chart shows us that the price has been moving within what's called an ascending channel.
Okay, so it's like a path, but it's sloping upwards.
Yeah, generally this is a pretty good sign.
Yeah.
It's a bullish trend. Buyers are in control, pushing the price up over time.
Okay.
But we also see a resistance zone.
Put that?
Yeah, so around 77 cents to 80 cents.
Okay.
It's like a ceiling that goat keeps bumping into.
Okay, so it goes up, hits that, and then goes back down?
Yeah, it's approached this a few times, but hasn't really broken through yet.
So this is like a tug of war
Yeah, exactly.
between the buyers and the sellers.
Totally. The bulls and the bears.
Right.
And this is where the chart helps us, because it gives us clues about who might be winning.
Okay, so how do we decipher these clues? I see lines on these charts. What are those?
Yeah, those are moving averages.
Okay.
And they're calculated over a certain period of time. So, for example, there's the 50-day SMA, so that's the average price over the past 50 days, and that's above both the 100 and the 200 SMAs.
Okay, and so what does that tell us?
That's usually a good sign for the bulls.
So the short-term average is higher than the long-term?
Exactly, suggesting that there's upward momentum.
Got it.
But we also got to look at other things, too.
Okay.
Like the RSI, that's the relative strength index, and it's in what we call overbought territory. So that could mean that upward momentum, might be slowing down.
Okay, so mixed signals.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's not a
Goat.
clear-cut victory for the bulls.
Technical analysis is about looking at all these different factors
Right.
and, considering the whole picture.
So we got some bullish trends,
Right.
but also, hints that there could be a correction.
Exactly.
Okay, this is getting really interesting.
Yeah.
We've got a sense of where Go is right now, but what does the future hold?
Yeah, let's look at these price predictions.
Okay.
See what the experts are saying for the coming years.
Right.
These are still educated guesses, of course.
Right, not guaranteed.
But it gives us something to think about. Some food for thought.
I like it.
It seems like the experts are pretty bullish on Go, at least in the short term.
Okay, so let's get into the specifics.
Yeah.
What are they saying about, say, 2024?
All right, so for 2024, the predictions range from a low of 80 cents to a high of $1.10 by the end of the year. And that's, a potential increase of over 30% from where it's at right now.
Not bad.
Yeah.
But is it just hype? Or are there, actual reasons, fundamental reasons to be optimistic?
It's not just hype. There are a couple of key factors, I think, that are driving this. One is that the whole DeFi sector, it's expected to grow significantly in the coming years.
Okay.
And as more people get interested in DeFi, Jurait is in a good position to benefit.
So kind of like catching a wave.
Yeah, exactly.
If the whole tide is rising,
Yeah.
Jurait gets lifted up with it.
Exactly, but it's not just about riding the wave. They also have to deliver on their promises, right?
Right.
These predictions are assuming that they're actually going to make DeFi transactions faster, more secure, easier to scale.
Makes sense. Hype can only take you so far. You got to have a good product.
Totally.
Okay, so 2024, looking pretty good. What about 2025?
All right, so looking ahead to 2025, things get even more interesting.
Okay.
The predictions there range from $1 SIVE to $1.30.
Wow. Okay.
So potentially more than double its current price.
That's significant. What's driving that kind of growth?
Well, continued expansion of the DeFi market.
Right.
That's a big one. But also, experts are saying they expect G8 to form new partnerships, integrate with other blockchain projects.
Okay, so it's not just about Goat in isolation.
It's not. No, it's about how it connects into the whole ecosystem.
Right.
The more connections they have, the more valuable it could become.
That makes sense.
And then there's another factor, too.
Okay.
Institutional investors.
The big players.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've heard they're starting to get more interested in crypto.
They are. And if Goat can attract their attention, well, that could really impact the price.
Okay, this is getting exciting.
Yeah.
But we've talked about 24. We've talked about 25. What about the longer term?
Yeah.
What are they saying for, say, 2026 and beyond?
Well, as we look further out, of course, the predictions get a little more speculative.
Right.
But for 2026, still pretty bullish. The range is from $1.20 to $1.50. And then by 2030,
Yeah.
some experts believe Jote could even reach $2.80.
Hold on. $2.80 by 2030.
Yeah.
That's almost 4 times its current price.
It is.
That's huge. But you said earlier these are predictions, not guarantees.
Right.
So what are some of the things that could cause Jurait to maybe exceed these expectations or, fall short?
That's a great point because the crypto market, it's so volatile.
Right.
Things change really quickly. I think one of the biggest factors is just overall market sentiment.
No.
If we see another bull market like we have in the past,
Yeah.
that could lift all crypto prices.
Right. A rising tide lifts all boats.
Exactly.
Well, what about the opposite? What if there's, a bear market?
Well, a bear market, that could wipe out a lot of gains and prices plummeting.
Okay, so even if it's a good project,
Yeah, even if the fundamentals are strong.
it could still get hit.
Exactly.
Okay, so market sentiment, that's one thing.
Uh-huh.
What else?
Well, there's also regulatory uncertainty.
Yeah.
Governments are still trying to figure out how to regulate this whole space.
Right.
And any new laws or restrictions
Yeah.
could have a big impact.
So it's not just about the tech itself.
No.
It's about the whole, regulatory landscape.
Totally. And we can't forget about competition either. New cryptocurrencies are popping up all the time.
Right.
And some of them might offer similar features to Goat, maybe even come up with better solutions.
So it's a race
It is. It's a constant race to stay ahead.
to innovate, to be the best.
Yeah.
Okay, so we've talked about the potential, the risks, but I want to step back for a second.
Okay.
Why should someone care about Goatseus Maximus if they're not invested in crypto at all?
That's a great question. I think even if you're not planning to invest, this is still a fascinating case study. It shows how a new cryptocurrency emerges, tries to find its place, and potentially disrupts traditional finance.
So it's like a window into this whole crypto revolution. By understanding Goatee, we can get a sense of how the future of finance might play out.
Totally. And it's not just about understanding how it works, but it's about, understanding all these factors that influence its price.
Right.
Helps you understand how the whole market operates.
Okay, so even if you're not ready to jump in, it's still worth learning about.
Absolutely.
But let's say someone is interested in investing in Go.
Yeah.
What are some key things they should keep in mind?
Okay, so the most important thing,
Yeah.
never invest more than you can afford to lose.
Right.
Crypto is volatile.
Right. We've said that a few times.
We have, but it's really important. And then, do your own research.
Don't just take our word for it.
No, don't take anyone's word for it.
Or anyone else's. Yeah, but where do you even start? There's so much information out there.
There is. It can be overwhelming, but there are a lot of resources online.
Okay.
Educational websites, crypto communities.
Forums,
exactly. Don't be afraid to ask questions.
Yeah.
Engage with the information.
So take the time to really understand what you're getting into.
Yes, the technology, the market dynamics.
The whole picture.
It's the whole picture, exactly.
Okay, so we've covered a lot.
We have.
The good, the bad, the in-between. But ultimately, it's a personal decision.
It is, yeah.
Whether or not to invest in Goat.
Absolutely. No right or wrong answer.
Everyone has their own
risk tolerance.
Your
investment goals.
Exactly. But hopefully, this has given everyone the information they need.
The content.
To make that informed decision. That's what it's all about.
That's what we're here for.
That's what the deep dive is about.
Absolutely.
We help you navigate this world, give you the tools.
The tools you need.
To think critically.
Yeah.
And make your own decisions.
Exactly.
It's wild to think this article mentioned Goat could reach even higher prices by 2040.
2040.
But that feels like, I don't know, reading tea leaves.
Yeah.
Like, who knows what the world will even look like?
Exactly. I mean, think about how much has changed in just the last 10 years.
It's mind-boggling.
It really is.
So yeah, 2040, DeFi, it's impossible to say.
It really is.
So circling back to Goatseus Maximus, is this the next big thing? Or is it going to, disappear like so many other cryptos?
I wish I had a crystal ball.
Right.
I really don't know. But hopefully this deep dive has given everyone a better sense of the potential.
The potential and the risks, too.
Oh, absolutely.
Because there are always risks.
Always, yeah.
I think the biggest takeaway is, we're not saying yes or no on whether to invest.
Right.
We just want to give you the information.
The context.
So you can make your own decision.
Exactly. That's what it's all about.
That's what the deep dive is all about.
We help you navigate this crazy world.
Yeah, it's a lot, right?
It is.
There's so much information out there.
It can be overwhelming.
It really can.
But that's why we're here.
To break it down.
Exactly.
Give you the tools you need.
The tools, yeah.
To think for yourself.
Absolutely.
So keep those questions coming. Keep learning. Keep exploring. This crypto world, it's never boring.
It never stops.
It really doesn't.
So much to learn.
Thank you for taking this deep dive with us.
Thanks for having me.
And until next time.